prayers.
Yes.
For keeping the principles which better prosperity.
Yes.
And I want to know, why keeping the principle must you pray? Because I believe so much that if you don't pray, there is no security. Prayer brings security. So if you are believing God and you are giving, is it must that you pray?
No. So I have not prayed for money. The money you are giving to the kingdom, doesn't God know He needs to protect you? He wants to be stranded. There are people, how would you, what kind of prayer or attack are you going to attack Bishop David Oyedepo to make him poor? What's the attack you are going to give to Papi Biomi? What's the attack you give to Papa Paul and it? Bishop Abioye, what kind of attack? These things have securities on their own. Eh? They have securities on their own, sir. So there is a hedge already protecting them. When you give an offering to a shrine, do you need to remind the shrine to protect you? When you take a sacrifice to a deity and say, I came to give this offering, it's for the beginning of the year. Like I know a man, beginning of every year, he gathers 1,000 sheep, go to the river and empties it there. And he turns his vehicle and goes home. His house is open from 1st of January to 31st December for food, free food. An Hausa man. How do you go about that? Does he need to remind the shrine to protect him? No. Spirit protects what they give birth to. So you don't necessarily need to pray for you to be financially prosperous. And you don't pray to keep it. What you didn't get by prayer, do you keep it by prayer? Keep giving to the kingdom. Keep giving to the kingdom. Keep giving to the kingdom. The only thing you need to pray is the IQ. The insight. He gives you. Why meditating? Boom! The insight comes. Boom! Now because he has seen that your focus is kingdom, he gives initiatives. Like I asked him a question. I said, what do we do in 3 years to achieve what this church has achieved in 30 years? He began to give me initiative because I can. So insight can come from the place of prayer, but you don't get money from the place of prayer. What you get is the insight, which you now apply, just like the business idea of what you can do. He will give you that one, but he does not give you money there. He won't. If you want money, you know the first principle is bring your tithe and what. And I have showed us here that he knows the offering that is due him. From what he gave you, he knows the offering you are supposed to give him. So if you go below the offering, that's why he went to the Revelation and said that he has found you and you did not measure up to what expectation. He expected his money. That tithe, that 10% is not negotiable. If you take it here, he said you're a thief, you're a criminal. And so you cannot be stealing from God and expect him to bless you. He won't do that.
Okay, sir. Yeah. I have another question.
Go ahead.
This is comparing to both people, now two persons.
Yeah.
One has big, one has small. And they come before God. The one that has big always show herself or himself in terms of giving.
Yes.
But the one that has poor, like maybe 1,000 in his account, comes before God, kneel down and say, Father, because you gave me, I am giving back to you.
How much did the person give?
1,000.
Okay. It's bigger than whatever that person. If the person does not empty his account, that 1,000 naira before God is bigger than what that person has.
So God doesn't measure our giving through.
It's you personal. That's why I say it's a personal thing. He's dealing with you. When you bring out 500 on Sunday, he's looking at you. It's okay. And me, I might give God 500. It's all like me now. Now say, I want to give God sacrifice. I will not say I'm giving God a sacrifice of 1 million. I'm crazy. I'm not saying I want to give God offering. I now bring out 10,000 naira as offering to God on a Sunday. They will kill me. It's personal, sir. But I didn't start from that month. I started from somewhere, like I taught on Sunday. You keep growing. It's personal. His personal dealings with you. When you see somebody not prospering in this kingdom, the only thing that caused it is this thing called financial stewardship. The person does not understand it. It works like magic. Yesterday night, my offering was ready. And then someone called and said, needed money for food. I had to send 20,000. And that person called that the family no food. I said, okay. And these people are senior friends. And I sent to them. Now, I didn't have money for offering. 2 hours later, someone called me and said, I feel you don't have money for the offering. I said, yes, I just gave it out. The person sends times 2 of that money. If God finds you that you are committed to the job, He will release the fund. But He releases it the first time you eat it. Second time you eat it. Even you, will you give again? So He wants to be sure you can be trusted with the kingdom wealth. He will give you overflow. All right. Let's give Mama. Let's give Mama so we can run.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
I want to ask, giving the kingdom, is it protecting my children?
Yes. Everything is a license. Devil, keep off. Oh, Mama, if you go and hire mobile policemen and keep in your house, are they only protecting you? Anybody that enters that house. See what happened now? When the children of Israel were leaving Egypt, some of the Egyptians believed in the children of Israel. They joined them. They called them the mixed multitude. It was those people that were gifted in carving the calf. When the children of Israel brought all their golds and silvers in using the construction of the calf, it was those gifted people. They called them the mixed multitude. There were some Egyptians that were left with them. But because that covering is covered, it will cover everybody. That's why when I'm praying, I will remove the covering first. As I remove the covering from my father, from my mother, from my sisters, then after prayer, I will now cover back. So if you survive, yeah, because when you are covered, I cover everybody with the blood of Jesus, including your enemy. So when I'm praying, I uncover everybody. Then I'll fire. So if you survive later, then you mean you need to be preserved. I'll now cover you back. Yes. Right.
I want to ask a question, and the question goes like this. I invited some group of people to church, and they ate the money, refused to come. Will I still invite them again?
They ate your money and refused to come. Invite them again. Yes. Give them the money. Keep reaching out. Keep reaching out. Keep reaching out. Keep reaching out. One day God will go and ask them of His money. Is that okay?
Okay, sir. I'll start from the illustration you gave.
Yes.
When God gave you ×2 of that offering you gave out,
Yes.
are you meant to give the whole?
We maintain our covenant. Covenant shall not be broken. What He gave me is, give me offering and take care of yourself. Give me my offering and do what? Take care of yourself. When you will not ask of His money is when you ate 2 of them. In every blessing that God gives you, that is a God's part, that is your own part. You must identify it. But I'm going to pay my tithe for the 2. I'll pay my tithe for the 2. Bring out my prophetic offering. By tomorrow, I am headed to headquarters where I need to go and submit it. I will submit it. And that's all.
Sir, you said that there is nothing we can give God to bless Him.
No, that you can't bless God. That's nothing. Even you can't be meant to bless me.
So, but we do sing this song. I bless you, Lord, you are holy.
You are just expressing gratitude. It's not effective. What kind of blessing are you giving God? No, what kind of blessing? It's not all the songs that we are singing is actually correct. Are you with me? It's not all the songs. Some of them are born out of emotions. I will enter His gate with thanksgiving in my heart. We are already inside the gates. Are you with me? We are inside the gate. All right. And are you okay? Huh? Any other question? All right, Pastor C. Oh, Pastor Skume, I want to ask.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead.
So I want you to differentiate between wealth and rich.
There's no abundance. We are just dealing with issues of money, cars, houses. That's riches. You can hand over wealth to your children. You can't hand over riches. Riches are not handed, but wealth is transferred. So when you're talking about riches, you are promoting in terms of currency. How much does this person have? He's a billionaire. He's a trillionaire. He's a multi-millionaire. That's riches. When you talk about wealth, influence is there. Power is there. Authority is there. This person is wealthy. A rich man can sign something for you at the back of his complimentary card. They will bounce him out. For example, if I go and get Bayekombute now, and I'm able to get, say, 50 billion naira, I am rich. I can only influence my territory. But that money does not give me the seat with the president. Because it was not. Wealth, when we talk about wealth, is progressive and it has process. But riches does not have. But when you build companies, you get influence. Everybody knows where you started, how you built yourself up. That's wealth. Wealth is systematic. For example, swelling, increase in size are both the same thing. Eh? Eh? All right. But swelling is a disease. But if you want to increase in size, it's a process. All right.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Yes.
My first question will come from that Genesis 12, verse 2.
Genesis 12, verse 2.
And I will make thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. So my question, sir, is, how do you identify a blessed man, and what makes a blessed man blessed?
All right. Number one, he said, I will make thee. You have to find where his money is going to. If I want to study if you are a blessed man, I will look for where your money is. Because the Bible said, wherever the treasure of the man is, that is where his heart will be. And he said, in the house of a great man, there are vessels that is unto honor, there are vessels unto what? Dishonor. So when you identify the channeling of the blessing of a man, you will actually know if this man is blessed. You will know. For example, you see me by 4 p.m. now I'm in club. I finished giving God 20,000, but I went to Latinos and I spent 100,000. I'm not blessed. Because the flow of my money, if you want to get the source, every resource, follow the channels. Where is this money going to? Where is the heart of this man is? What does he see as primary purposes? You see, the steward understands the place of covenant. Is church, is church, is church. I know your source. Show me what you have done in the house of God. That's why I said it is wrong for you to stay from January to December and you turn around in the church and there is nothing carrying your name. It's a very big error. The speakers are not carrying your name. The fan in the church is not carrying your name. The chair is not carrying your name. The foot mat is not carrying. Even down to the perfumes and in church is not carrying your name. Even the drumstick, that's the buy drumstick and just come and draw. It's not even carrying your name. You are not blessed. Now, what makes a blessed man is the security behind his blessing. When you look at that man and economic situations does not affect where he's going to. Do you know what it means? The church is barely 4 years. We left from Ehimiri. We were paying 20,000 naira 2 weeks at Ehimiri for our rent. Now, in less than 1 year, we will move from 20,000 to 100,000 a month. Just imagine the stride. Now we are living from 100,000 and we are paying for a land 40 million in space of 3 months. When you look at the stride and the speed, you will only know it is spiritual. Now, whether it is God or Mammon, you can't decide yet. Until you now look at us in the next 10 years. Next 5 years. As one of the things you will use to know the devil's wealth is not consistent. You will see periods of dryness. You will see period of struggle. You will see period of fight. But if it is God, the channels keeps flowing. Whether the economy is good, whether the economy is not good, it keeps flowing. Because God is committed to that very thing. So if I want to say a man is blessed, I check the man's security. I check where is your money going to. Majority, the bulk of that money, where is it going to? Because you need to return the money to the place it's coming from for you to come back. So where is the money going to? Now, where is the interest? That's what I'm looking at. Because when God gives you money, he gives you the purposes for the money. Now, any money in your hand has an intention from God. God already knows what I want to achieve for giving you this money. That's why you see during the COVID-19, it was church that was sustaining government. Government suddenly discovered that they did not have the liquidation for them to take care of his people. Church came in. You could see churches giving billions, and yet they were giving. It was not. The COVID-19 would have been the surest test of anybody who has faculty to think. You were not going to. That time, I didn't want COVID-19 to end though. Oh, Jesus. People said it was end. I said, no, oh, Jesus, let it continue. Because the money the church got that period, we've never got before. People were sending money. And that was where every church enters social media. So you need to understand where the direction of that flow is going to. Where is it going to? That's where we are going to. You have money, yes. But can you have 20 million. Can you give God 50 million? The answer is no. Then it's not God. If it is God, you give him 20 and go empty. There was a seed I sowed last 2 weeks. I cried. After giving that seed, I cried. But you don't need to forget, he said, you should mark those that are crying and bearing precious gifts on their hands. They are coming to altar. That's where men are made. Okay. I said you needed to see what this morning. The tribal group became on for 5 minutes. Because there are some people that are taking this God thing personal. Everybody says it's church that is buying land. It's church, it's buying land. They say church is buying land. They say church is buying land. They say we should give. And me, I don't get money. This is hard. That's why you are hard. They said, people are getting better. You are seeing they say, church is hard. Church will be hard for you too. Some people are taking it. When you know what God told me at the back, while I was praying, the Lord said to me, when you take me personal, I make you generational. When you take me personal, I make you what? Remember, it was the woman that fed the prophet. The prophet said, please go and borrow some vessels. The capacity I'm carrying, the vessels you have in the house are not enough. Go and do what? Borrow some vessel. The woman said, what? He said, yes. Go and borrow. You have fed the prophet, go and borrow some vessel. Go and borrow some vessel. Say, neighbor, after this time, when the temple has been built, go and borrow some vessel. Wait. Do you think God is not taking record? Eh? The moment that announcement was made in church, the first thing heaven did was dispatching of angels for record. Everybody's name in this church is on that record. Because he said, give me a resting place that I will be with you. So whatever you are giving, they are not making noise. They are writing. They are taking record. When the house is finished and is being dedicated, they will now open it up. Now you have failed the master. You go and borrow some vessel. It's impossible for us to finish this house and I don't get into my own house. It's not possible. I said go and mark it and wait for it. It's not possible. I finished the house, it's ready for dedication, and I'm still living as a tenant. That's not possible. When you want car, give God cars. When you want house, give God house. Whatever I see you give, I will multiply it. That's the principle of kingdom wealth. Can you begin to talk to God? Speak to him. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. Begin to pray. Every prayer that I am made of, I will sing of the mercies of God. Can you talk to him and speak to him?
For your mercy never failed me all my day. I've been held in your hand.